Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we're finally jumping into Palworld 1.0. Now, this isn't my first time playing Palworld. I put just under 300 hours into the game during early access and absolutely loved it. But after that initial launch, I stepped away and really haven't kept up with all the updates along the way. So with version 1.0 finally here, I thought this was the perfect opportunity to start over with a fresh world and experience everything the game has become. I won't be pretending to be a brand new player, but I also won't know everything that's changed. I expect there will be plenty of surprises. I did take a brief look at the patch notes, and there is a lot in there. I'm probably going to make quite a few mistakes that y'all will call me out on, and there's probably going to be quite a few moments where I have to relearn mechanics I haven't touched in a while. My goal with this series isn't to rush to the end. I want to build an awesome base, explore the world a little bit, discover the new content, and just enjoy the adventure one episode at a time. So grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's get back into Palworld. The first thing that I have to notice is that I played this right before 1.0 launched, and the game did not look like this. So they have overhauled quite a bit already, and I've just gotten started. Now, I already collected this fast travel point, but we haven't talked to this person yet. So, you shipwrecked? It's been a while since I've seen anyone who wasn't wreaking a pal. I was part of the scouting party tasked with bringing back information about this unknown place. The island is hell on earth. Everyone else is already gone. Hand me that device you have over there. Yeah, let me just hand a stranger my device. There, I've installed a survival guide for you. It's the fruits of our literal blood, sweat, and tears. If it helps even one person, then well, our sacrifice wouldn't have been in vain. There's so many few entries in there. There's essential survival here, so try to make good use of them while you can. Okay, cool. Once you got those sorted, let's see. There's a small settlement just a short ways ahead. You should go there and see if they can help you. Be careful out there. Fantastic. All right, so we got our survival guide. We press escape. The survival guide's right here. This is how we do everything in the game if we need to. We will come back to that if we need it, but I think I have the idea of how everything works from the last time I played. And we're going to start out by doing what everybody does in any survival game, which is punch trees and rocks and gather stuff off the ground. One important piece for Palworld is going to be collecting as much food as you possibly can, because not only do you need to eat, but your pals need to eat as well. And so we are collecting as many berries as we can in the starter area here, and we are going to punch this tree. This seems like a fine tree to punch. I don't understand how you don't take damage from that. It seems a bit excessive. But whatever. We'll just keep punching the tree. And now we're going to punch rocks. Because what better way to get stone than to punch a rock? Okay, so our next objective is to build the primitive workbench, but I'm going to select this spot specifically because this is where I'm going to build my base. So we have one ore node there, which is fine. We're going to need more later, but one is fine for now. And that's going to be the key reason I picked this spot. We got trees for wood, we got stone, we got ore. It's an ideal spot, and it's right in the starter area. We will be able to build another base in the future, but this is a good start. So next quest is to build the stone axe and the stone pickaxe, which, I mean, we just got plenty of wood and stone from punching trees and rocks. And job's done. Oh, it actually wants me to pick up a stone. That's funny. Alright, now we need to enhance our stats. So we're going to press tab to open the character menu. Press enhance stats, and then I'm enhancing stamina for now because stamina seems to be a little bit more needy early on. And usually I go stamina and weight. Now on the technology tab, this is where you unlock all of your building stuff. And you'll find it in that same menu, so you press tab to open your inventory, and at the very top you have your technology menus and stuff. Now we're going to go around. These rocks are going to be super important for building pal spheres. This is paldium fragments or rocks or whatever you want to call them. They usually spawn a lot around water. And you'll find them a lot on beaches. This is obviously like a waterfall. And so there's plenty of paldium fragments here, just all the way along the water line. And we're just going to go ahead and collect all this stuff here. Look at the T-Fent. Oh, and look at that Cativa just drowning because it can't get out of the water. All right, so we need to produce a PAL sphere with a primitive workbench. I think I don't want to just do one. We're going to make 10 and then go from there. Now, one way to think about Palworld over other survival games is you can craft stuff yourself, but the ideal scenario is to have pals craft for you. And so once we make a base, you'll see how you can make pals actually work for you. And even once we capture our first pal, we can make them work for us on these benches. That way we don't have to do anything except go explore and adventure. So let's gather a little bit more food. And what PAL do I want? I think the Cativa is going to be a good first one. But also, you know what? Let's unlock the bow, the arrows. No, we need the bed. We need the PAL bed. And yeah, let's do the global PAL box. Do we need the global PAL box? No, we don't. All right. Let's gather these materials for the bow. We're going to cut down a bunch of trees. And we're going to finish up with some stone so we can craft this bow. Why do I need so much stone to craft a bow? I don't understand. Whatever. We're going to craft it. And we're going to get these arrows. And we're going to go capture some pals. There's our 50 arrows. That lamb ball and that Cativa look pretty good. Oh no, I killed the Cativa. Fortunately, there's more. Okay, don't do full damage. That was not enough damage. That was too much damage. Oh no. We need this chickpea. Chickpea. Capture. Okay, good, good, excellent. Oh, PAL sphere. One of the cool things is you can find PAL spheres on the ground of different qualities too. Not just the basic ones. You can get higher quality ones. We're going to capture this T-Fant here. It's going to be super important that we have T-Fant or any water PAL because we're going to need the water PALs for our farms. And so we need like grass PALs for planting seeds. We need water PALs for watering the seeds, obviously. And then we need a gathering PAL. It's a very specific type of PAL that can dig up the plants and harvest them essentially. And then we need another PAL that can also carry all those things that we grow into a container. So we need 4 different PALs just for the farm. Or potentially what we need is a PAL that can do 2 of those things. So like a PAL that can carry the harvested berries and also plant the seeds. So it's all about optimization, especially at this early level. But you'll see we need to unlock the feed box right here. We have 1 point left, so we'll just unlock the PAL dressing station. We're going to get campfire. It's going to be cold. You can take cold damage. So it's important to have a PAL out that is hot, or like a fire PAL, or to build a campfire during the night. You can sleep through the night, but we don't have a bed yet. We will get into that here shortly. But first we're going to build a storage container. Obviously, we need a spot to put our stuff in. Fortunately, the storage container is fairly cheap. So it's just a couple of wood and we'll be good to go. And then we can get all this weight off of us. What else do we need? We need our POW box. We need our bed and POW bed. But POW box is going to be the first thing. So we need more wood. Okay, so when placing your POW box, there's two things you need to know. This big box that's right in front of me is where the POWs are going to spawn. Like the blue outline of a cube. That is where the POWs spawn, directly in front of this icon. Second thing you need to know is the blue outline that you see on like the cliff face back behind there. That is the edge of where your base is going to be. So your POW box determines where your base lines are at. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get as much land mass as possible. And so I got just inside the water there, and I'm trying to get just down from the cliff face. And this isn't exactly the most ideal spot, but we'll work with it for now until we find a new base. Or a new location for another base. And you can see here, we had our Kativa, who's just been chilling, hanging out, helping us build. And I don't know why the Kativa is preparing the fire, but it is. We're going to throw another one in here to help me build. Oh wait, that was my original one that I had out. But every time you put a POW into your base, you need a bed. And the reason you need a bed is because if you don't have one, they will get stressed, as you see in the top right corner, where it says you have 1 of 1 on the left. That's how many POWs you have. And then on the right, you have 0 of 1, which is your beds for your POWs. It has to be a POW specific bed. It can't be a bed that you can lay in until later levels, I believe. But now you can see we're at 1 of 1. So that is the first and most basic way to get comfort for your pals and make sure they're not stressed out, because in this game, they will get stressed out. Okay, so we can't really do a whole lot because it's nighttime. I don't have any like actual clothes on, so I will take damage from the cold, which is not good. You'll take even more damage more quickly if you are hungry, so keep that in mind. And we were able to upgrade our base. For some reason, I can't pick up my pal. Maybe it's because he's in the box. But we can now have 2 pals, which is important. But the way you look at that is you go up to your pal box, you press V as in Victor. That is the default keybind. And you can see all the requirements here, like campfire, shoddy bed, and repair bench. And that will allow you to upgrade your base. And so we will go from 2 to 3 if we were to upgrade pals that are allowed. And then eventually you'll make it to where you can get another base as well. So you have to upgrade your PAL box to get more PALs and more bases available to you. Now there's not a whole lot I can do outside of here because if I don't have any clothes on, so if I take too much, I could die from being cold, and I did not want that to happen. I guess they take extra damage while they're sleeping. I forgot about that. But we need to catch 2 more land balls. Alright, well, let's just try to capture it. Did not work. What about now? That was a critical. Well, I guess the last one was a critical too. There we go. There's another one right there. Tease them yet? Oh, easy peasy, that one. Fantastic. So another important thing is whenever you capture pals or you kill them, one of the two, you will collect materials that you need for specific crafting items. So for instance, the lamb balls gave me wool and lamb ball mutton. What we can do with the mutton is craft it into food to ease our hunger. But the wool we need to make cloth, which we're going to unlock here. And that's going to help us make clothes. And that's actually the quest that we have right now, which is unlock the cloth outfit and then unlock the common shield, or craft the common shield and craft the normal parachute. So we go to the station here, we craft the cloth here, and we don't want to use all of our wool, so we're just going to craft 2 of these. That should be enough for the cloth outfit. And there it is. Now the cloth outfit will give me some protection, but the thing I'm looking for the most is the weather resistance. So I'm not going to get as cold at night. If it goes into colder temperatures, like if I go into a colder area, I'll need the actual like tundra outfit. And if I go into the desert, I'll need the actual hot weather outfit. I forget what it's called. It might be desert outfit. But next we need the shield, which we need more stone and fiber. So we're going to do that real quick. So fiber you get from trees, and it used to be back in the day, if you used the pickaxe, you would get more fiber and less wood. Which, it doesn't appear that any more fiber is coming off the tree than normal. So maybe we just use the pickaxe, or the regular logging axe. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be any different, but whatever. So we got enough now to make the common shield. We're going to go ahead and craft that. It's so cool that the pals actually help you build stuff. Okay, so the next thing we need is the parachute, which we can unlock now. We unlock the food box for the pals. We unlock the berry plantation, and we unlock the parachute. So we're going to do the parachute first for the quest. We need more cloth, so we got to go find some lamb balls. All right, and we are gonna make some cloth out of that wool that we just got from the lamb balls. We make 4 of them. Then we craft the parachute. And whenever you craft these items, these are just going to show up on your inventory. So like if you're looking for them in your inventory on the left-hand side, if you don't have anything equipped, they'll automatically be put on your body. The way that you use the parachute is just like that. You jump up in the air or jump off something, you press the space bar again, and that will activate the parachute. I'm not sure what that is on controller. I don't play on controller, so sorry, gang. But it should be something simple like B or A to pop it out. Whatever your jump button is, that'll be your parachute button as well. All right, so we are going to set up our base of operations now. And you go to the foundation, you press B to open up your build mode, go to the foundations tab, and that will give you all your current pieces that are unlocked. Where do I want this? We'll put it up against the cliff face over here, I guess. The building is super simple. Everything snaps together very, very easily. We're going to go 3 rows here, and then put the door here. Put walls everywhere else. And then we need a roof. In 1.0, they improved this, like putting roofs on so much better. Like I said in the intro, I played this the day before, and putting the roofs on was a pain in the butt. So I'm glad they actually looked at that and fixed that. I do want a second level in here, and we'll expand on it later, but we're going to leave it like this for now. Put some stairs right here. Okay. There we go. Got it. Okay, and then we're going to go out front. If you didn't know, E is your call your pal button, which I'm used to E being your interact button. We're going to put a pair of stairs down here. And I guess I'm on top of it. All right, cool. And now we need some more wood for the railings that I want to put up. We also need to eat. We hungry. All right, so let's go ahead and put up the railing now. And we're just going to put this right here. Boom, boom, boom. And now we're going to build some of our benches that we have. Start with the primitive workbench. We'll put it at the entrance. Why not? Why is this? Oh, because the PAL preview is in the way. I don't know if you can see the PAL like as you're in this build preview, but it tells you where the PAL is going to stand whenever it's crafting on that station. This is a repair bench. PALs don't work on this, so you don't have to worry about it. And there's no preview for it, but yeah. And we can throw another PAL in here. I'm thinking we could put a lamp ball in here. I guess. No, we'll put the T-font in there. We're gonna need the T-font sooner or later. We have the Cativa to build stuff. Okay, let's build the repair bench, and then we need to build another bed for T-font. All right, repair station built. Let's get this bed built for our PAL. During the day, you don't necessarily need a bed for the PAL, but it's important to have regardless, especially once it gets to nighttime. They get stressed out if they have to sleep on the ground, which is crazy considering before you caught them, they were sleeping on the ground. Oh, and look, this is actually a good time to show you what the repair bench does. So all your weapons and tools and all that stuff do have durability, and you can repair each one by going to the repair bench. You need basic materials or whatever that particular weapon or tool was made out of. So we just need stone and wood for these, and we'll be good. So we're going to go ahead and build this PAL bed for the T-font. And what do you know? T-font's not going to be stressed out anymore. Hooray. All right, so the next thing we need to do with our base is make sure that our PALs are self-sustaining. On dedicated servers, the PALs will generally stay online, and if they don't have food, they will die. This isn't the case with every dedicated server, but with some of them, that is the case. And so I want to make sure that this server is, my PALs are good to go if I log off. So we're going to place this feed box down. The feed box is what the PALs eat out of. Think of it like a dog bowl. Or like a food bowl for a dog. That's what this is. But it's filled with like fruits, veggies, and all the things that PALs would like to eat. Next, we're going to build the berry plantation, which we need some more stone for. So we're going to go get some of that real quick. One of my favorite things about Palworld, like one of the pieces of tech that they have, is their weight limit system. So if you're overweight just by like a little bit, you're not going to be able to sprint, but you will be able to still walk and move around and stuff. And then as you get even higher and higher in weight, like overweight, again, you can still move around. You get slower as you move. But even right now, like being overweight, I can still jump. I can still do other things. I just can't sprint, and I'm moving slower. Eventually, as you get more and more and more and more, you can't do any of those actions, but you still have the ability to actually get from point A to point B if you need to, which is really cool. So anyways, we're building these berry plantations, which is going to be fundamental in making our house self-sustainable. Okay, so we have our plantations. This is the important part where I'm saying we need a PAL that can plant seeds, we need a PAL that can water, and we need a PAL that can pick and gather or harvest the seeds. So that's going to be probably my next objective, is finding, I have the water PAL, I have the gathering PAL, we need one that can plant seeds. So that's the next spot that we're going to. But we need to also progress this quest, so we're going to make a bed first. Do I have enough wool to actually make a bed? I don't. I need to unlock the ranch. So the ranch is going to let me put different PALs, like lamb ball, into the ranch, and then periodically it will pop out wool for me to collect. For right now, I need to go farm some more. Lamb balls. Okay, so we got 3 cloth now. Let's go make our bed. And I wonder if I can... We have axis alignment mode. Wonder if that'll allow me to, like, squeeze it up against the wall there. Kinda. It doesn't let me, like, move it along the edge of the wall. It's almost like it centers it on the platform that it's on. I don't know how long axis alignment has been in the game, but cool feature. There we go. We have our bed. Now we can sleep at night. Okay, so next objective is going to be building the ranch. This is going to be important for getting wool so we can make cloth on a, in a timely manner so I don't have to go farm lamb balls and other wool-based pals. We're going to need some more wood. And I am overweight again. Story of my life. IRL and all. We're just going to put the ranch as close to our border as we can here. Oh, and I have a PAL box upgrade as well. Let me do that. That'll give me another PAL. And next upgrade is just one more PAL bed. Easy peasy. We'll do that real quick too. The problem with Palworld is the PALs do sleep, which is why you need the beds. There are nighttime PALs that you can get, and they will work all throughout the night. It used to be an issue where they wouldn't sleep at all during the day, and they wouldn't sleep at night either. And so I think that's been resolved, but that was like an initial early access problem. So I don't have any PALs on my base to help me, but I can call out my lamb ball that I have. And this one will help me build. So whenever you spawn your PAL from its PAL sphere, it'll help you with the nearest activity if you're at your base. If you're out and about in the world, you have to use specific commands to have it do certain things. But we're going to build this ranch, and I'll show you what it does after. We have a ranch. Hooray! All right, so we're just going to cook up some food for our pals when they wake up in the morning, but we have the ranch now, so we should have a form of getting our own wool so we can craft cloth whenever we need to. And we just got to make sure our pals are fed. In next episode, we got to go find a pal that can actually plant seeds and make our berry plantations grow and stuff like that. That's super, super important. So let me know how y'all feel about this video in the comments down below. And be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. And be sure to join my Discord, discord.gg/schaulers. It's for my other channel, but we do have a specific like survival section in there that y'all can join. And let me know either in the comments or if you want to be a part of the server, if you would be interested in joining a community, like a Sacks of Wine community server. So let me know there. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We will see you in the next video. Love you. Bye.